Forget Me Not is a narrative non-fiction that tells a story of 10 low-carbon trips I make across Britain, from all the way down in Bodmin in Cornwall, all the way up to the tip-top of Orkney in Scotland. And I'm looking for 10 endangered native British species, none of which I know too much about at the beginning, but all of which have a different climate story to tell and are in their own way fighting on the front lines of climate change in Britain. And my knowledge along the way, along with the readers, is supplemented by these amazing experts and scientists that we meet along the way. And it's a story of hope, of loss, of climate action, and of joy and sort of personal discovery. And it was a really fun yet challenging book to write. It took me a year to travel and write at the same time. I took all sorts of modes of travel. I was writing and traveling during COVID, which was an unexpected hurdle, but I took many trains, buses, ferries. I rode my bike as much as I could because that gave me a lot more freedom. I wanted to reveal all the different ways in which climate change can impact a species. So it doesn't just impact, say, its diet or a species mating strategy or their habitat. It can affect them in really nuanced ways. And I think I wanted to reveal just how complicated climate change can be, and how for some species it's really bad news, but for other species it might actually be good news and open up new opportunities. So I wanted to choose 10 species that represented the breadth of that story there in the UK. I also wanted to choose species that took me to different habitats and landscapes across Britain, and also ones that were perhaps more familiar and less familiar as well. So we start off with the marsh fritillary, which is a beautiful butterfly in the southwest and also southern England. And then we go on to explore species that you may not have heard of, like the grey long-eared bat, Britain's rarest bat. We go into seagrass in Wales, and then right up into Scotland, we look at species like the mountain hare, the black guillemot. We also look at species like the merlin and look at how birds of prey really shape the story of nature here in Britain. And then finally, we come back to my home in Devon and look at one of the rarest bumblebees, the bilberry bumblebee, to talk a bit about warming temperatures and how that's affecting our upland ecosystems. So it's a real range of species. I deliberately chose ones that I didn't know too much about, so I'd be learning alongside the reader all the way through. And it was really an exciting journey of finding out as much as we could about these amazing animals. Winning the People's Book Prize is just an absolute honour. I was completely overwhelmed when I heard the news, because the book is as much about people as it is about nature and wildlife. And so to have this confidence instilled by readers, who I think are the most important audience to impress, is amazing. And I don't think I'm going to get over it anytime soon, but I'm so grateful, and thank you so much to everyone who voted.